Hey, it's your girl B.Reel, and it's another moment in the meantime. First, I guess I'll just start by saying happy Monday. As we stated on last week, we are not afraid of Monday. We're not gonna be the people who dread Monday and who have the Monday blues and all of that. We know that the God of the weekend is the God of the weekday. And so we just decided that, we're gonna rejoice and be glad in it, even if it's Monday, even if we got a fresh load of work we need to get done that we're not really interested in doing, even if we back focused on these bills, even if just, what Monday brings. So the same as last week, we're going to just decide against having the Monday blues and just deciding that we're going to be grateful because we love a good father and we are loved by a good father. I have a couple things on my heart. The first thing is really quick, I would say. Maybe it's really quick, I never really know. But the first thing, I wanted to just pose a question. Have you been complaining lately? I'm talking hard down complaining. Have you been complaining? I was thinking, I have not complained, so I have thought. But something that God began dealing with me on was my question of how. I do it a lot. I hear his promise. I know what he has for me. I know what he has said concerning a lot of situations, short-term situations, long-term situations, just life in general. Like, God will speak and he'll give you some direction about, what's happening. But a lot of times I don't just take what he has said and leave it there. I take it and I overthink. I take it and I pose questions. I take it and I worry. I take it and I doubt. And I take it and I be like, God, but how? How? And so God actually told me that you always asking me how, that's low-key a form of complaining. Like, it's almost like me giving you the direction of what's going on. Like, me speaking to you about a thing isn't enough. It's kind of like, hey, I told you that everything is going to be okay. But when you ask me how, it's like you're rejecting the truth of the end result because you're too busy wanting to know how. So you're complaining about, it's like you're complaining about my methods. You're complaining about, I don't know, y'all. It's just like God just was speaking and he was just like, it's low-key a complaint when you won't just take me at my word, like, because you're trying to be too involved in everything. And he just ended up showing it to me as being a complaining spirit. Now, I don't know if it come off like that to y'all, but to me, it did. It was just like, I don't want to complain. I don't know. I don't know. I think it makes sense. But he led me to Numbers 11, where the children of Israel were, of course, in the wilderness, and he was providing to them manna, fresh manna every day. He was giving them fresh manna every single day. But the children of Israel, it wasn't enough for them. They were like, no, God, we want meat. And it wasn't that God wasn't providing for them, but it was that they were tired of the way he was providing. And so, what he got tired of it, like, okay, y'all gonna keep complaining about wanting meat. You're gonna keep complaining about wanting more than what I'm giving every day. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give you so much meat that it's gonna come out of your nostrils. And I don't know about y'all, but I just think that's nasty. And I'm a meat eater, but I just think that coming out of my nose, that's a bit much. But that's what he said. And so I just began thinking, and I was like, okay, complaining. And the children of Israel, just like, if y'all have read like in depth about them, you know that complaining was their thing. They did a whole lot of complaining. And so I was just, the notion of complaining, you even see that, like, they complained and clowned so hard and didn't believe and rejected God so much that they didn't even get the promised land that they were originally promised. And so just like the end result of them not going into the promised land, and then also in this specific story of how God is giving them so much meat, it's gonna come out their nose because y'all complaining, and I'm gonna give you everything you want because you're getting on my nerve. Like, God just spoke to me and said, could you be one complaint away from completely pissing me off? I know that pissing me off sounded rough, but that's how I felt when God was talking to me. And he didn't say pissing me off, but the way it stung me in my soul when I heard, like, just the from him, it was just like, yeah, like, Rick, yeah. And so, it's pissing me off a cuss word. I mean, I couldn't say it when I was a kid with my mama, but anyway, I'm sorry. Forgive me. But could you be one complaint away from completely making God upset? See, that ain't got the same effect, but you get what I'm saying. And with that thought in mind, I was just challenged to shut down every complaint today, shut down every complaint tomorrow, shut down every complaint this week. Shut it down, because your future could be definitely hanging in the balance. If you complain, like, could you be one complaint away from throwing it all away? I don't want that to be me, and I don't want it to be you. So I challenge you all this week to let's not complain. Let's take God at his word. Let's accept how he is doing what he is doing. He is providing the way that he wants to provide, and as long as he's providing, that's all that really matters. Yeah. The next thing I would like to mention today is that, and this one is quick, I think that sometimes as Christians, we walk around bracing for the worst and just hoping for the best. But I just heard the Father saying, don't do that. Like, don't brace for the worst. Like, literally expect the very best outcome today. Just expect it. Expect the very best outcome today, tomorrow, all this week. All right? So that's what that is today. I would like to introduce you all to a new segment that we'll be hosting on the podcast. I'm super excited about it. I believe we'll launch on Wednesday, maybe even tomorrow. I don't know. But it's going to be a Hey Barbara, This is Shirley. Now, if you don't know where Hey Barbara, This is Shirley come from, then we got bigger issues. But it's okay, because I'm your homegirl and I'll teach you all about it, okay? But Hey Barbara, This is Shirley, as far as this podcast is concerned, will be a segment for us to highlight and just give a shout out to a woman that we think is dope, a woman who is living her best life, a woman we admire and we just think is doing amazing things. This woman can be a celebrity. It can be a homegirl that you know. It can be your girl. It can be anybody. It can be your mama, your auntie, but just somebody who you think is like really super dope and it's inspiring. And so what you're going to do, you're going to reach out to me, tell me about this woman. You're going to drop a few lines, and then we're going to shout that woman out on the show, okay? So that's Barbara, This is Shirley. Now, you're going to have to go to my Instagram today so that we can really get in there about Barbara, This is Shirley, okay? Because you got to know the root. You got to know where this come from. And you got to know why this is the polar opposite to how this was originated. But yeah, we're going to take Barbara, This is Shirley, and we're going to flip it a little bit and make something good of it. So if you have not followed me on Instagram, go ahead and do that now. At B.Reel. If you do REAL, you're not going to find me there. And of course, you want to find me. So it's going to be B.Reel at B.Reel. Follow me now. We're going to have some fun on my Instagram stories today. And that's what it is today. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Thank you so much for joining me for another moment. In the meantime, I love you. Have a wonderful Monday.